Hello and welcome to another episode of the Level Design Diaries. Today we're going to be looking at a big one. That's what she said. One of my my all-time favorite Zelda game, The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. Why is it my favorite Zelda game? We're going to get into it as we go along. This is quite a big Zelda game. There's quite a lot of maps, quite a lot of areas to look at. So I can't promise this video will be... I can't promise this will be the only time we come to Twilight Princess. I might do it in two parts. Maybe it'll be one really long part. We'll see how we go. I can't promise anything. Today is currently October 31st. I'm recording this on Halloween. But that doesn't mean we're doing something spooky. But I guess Twilight Princess kind of has a dark, eerie, spooky vibe to it. But then again, you're probably watching this in November when it releases. Anyway, The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess for the GameCube and the Wii. I played it on the Wii when I was growing up. And it's the memories of me playing it have stuck with me since. Like, I come back to Twilight Princess. I wish Nintendo would release it on Switch already, the HD port. I love it. It's so fun. To me, Twilight Princess is a grand epic adventure that a Zelda game should be. It's a massive open expanse world, really well designed world that is so alive, so well thought out and realized. Like, this is the starting area, this is the village Link grows up in, Ordon Village. I had to double check the name just to make sure I was correct. Ordon Village. Lovely starting area. Is it my favorite in Zelda series? I'd say it possibly doesn't beat Wind Waker's starting area of Outset Island, but it's a great little area. I love the water. We could take a second to admire the water. Kind of reminds me of Sunshine Water here. Check out the previous episode of the series where I looked at Sunshine Water. This water wheel looking cool, looking nice. I love the texturing on it. It's a lot of cool details and textures that they do here. Like, these are obviously where the ropes are that would cross through. We got the houses that I really want look cool. Please tell me I have a wireframe. Oh, hidden items and tags. Whoa. What's a tag? Let's have a look. That I do not know. Maybe we'll figure it out by the end. But it looks like interactable parts, but not doors. No, because that sign doesn't have one. Someone, if anyone knows, do let me know. Objects. The water is an object. It's always nice when we can turn on and off objects to see what is and isn't basically interactable. As you can see, the doors have all vanished. The NPCs have all vanished. Even there's a layer of water. You can see the lighter layer of water is an object. We're going to keep objects on though. Look at the layers. So we can actually turn off a lot of the layers. See this layer here, the horse has appeared. Epona, I believe the horse is. Or did you get to name the horse in this game? Can't remember. Oh, different kind. So this is kind of the later on. You got the wait, when do you come back here in Twilight? I don't know. Anyway, we're not going to worry too much about the layers, but this, if you want to check out in your own time, this website has the different layers with different sort of effects, the times of day, the shading, sorts of good stuff. So this is sort of a what I'm trying to say, Link's house. Not actually Link's house because it's a cutaway, but you get to see it sort of in the preview. You know, when you are going to a scene, you transition, you see the scene before you get there. Over here, we'll go back to layer 0, which had the monkey, which is carrying the baby. And you have to get the baby back, or the crib. It's not. I don't think the baby's actually in it, but I could be wrong. A lovely little bench. Love benches in video games. Big fan of just having random like props that actually fit the world. Like this bench here, because it makes you think about, like, people will sit here and they'll like just stare out into this view, and it's a great view. Like, holy shit, this is the... Oh, I swore already. It doesn't matter. It's nearly past 5 minutes. I'm not even monetized anyway, so it doesn't matter. Subscribe, like, comment, share, subscribe. The chief, being born with tusks, must suck. Unless he's happy. His wife's probably happy. What was I saying? Yeah, like, this is a nice, peaceful village. As far as starting villages go, I'm a fan. We got obviously over here, we got the like farm area where you do the goats. Really big world. Skybox, very foggy. A lot of fog. We'll probably see that throughout the whole game. A lot of fog. Trees that are obviously billboards, meaning they're kind of flat. Like you see the further away ones are flatter. They're just images. Then the even further away ones, these ones are literally just, yeah, flat. Because you wouldn't really see them. Like when you're playing the game down here, they look like real trees. Like you're down here, the camera's looking like here. They're real trees. What up, dude? I remember you. Don't remember your name though. Outside Linky Poo's house, where we walk in from. Interesting little houses here that represents the village. Would you ever be able to see those? I guess it's possible the camera at some point, maybe during a cutscene, you can see the top of the houses. Never really have noticed that before in the game. But it's interesting. Yeah, this is interesting because obviously the mountains are different. Different layout. I mean, it's got to be, right? These are a lot more mountainous than these, so they had to make a ton more mountains. Fake mountains for this view. Link's house is cool. Very reminiscent of the Ocarina of Time, like tree houses that the Kokiri grew up in, that Link grew up in. Nothing to say about Link's house really, unless we were to go inside. You've got your little actors, which is the kids, MALO and MALO again. Double MALO action, which is a paradox in itself. We'll go into Link's house since we're here already. Whoa, cool lighting effects. Obviously the lighting is just an image with a shader on it, like a line. I don't remember Link's house being this bright. I don't remember Link's house having a basement. Maybe I'm just a complete idiot. And this is probably like a key part of the story. It's actually been a really long time since I played Twilight Princess, which isn't because I'm waiting for it to come on Switch again, the HD version. I do own the HD version on Wii U with the amiibo, with the little Wolf Link amiibo, which is pretty cool. I do possess such a device, such an amiibo. It's really cool. Link's house is messy, man. He likes goats. And then there's a person. Like a selfie. Wow, selfies. That's the first selfie in the Legend of Zelda series. And don't tell me that's not a selfie, because you can kind of see that his arm here is like going around the camera. Or it's meant to be, I guess. Jars. Try to figure out where that texture's from. Looks like a normal jar texture, unlike in Sunshine. Oh, it's a saddle. It's a saddle. A lot of cool stuff. I imagine living in these houses, like being in like a fantasy world where you're living in a house like this must be so kind of cozy. Like living in a village, you got your own house, you got your own wood, you got to cut your own wood. Living in a country, not in a countryside because technology still exists, like cars and stuff. But like medieval, I guess. You go, dad's going out to get firewood again, and then he comes back with the plague, and he dies. Stuff like that. What is this meant to be? A mirror? Is this meant to be a mirror? Is that meant to be like the lens of truth? It's kind of simple. What symbol is that? I don't know. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. A lot of boxes, but I feel like it's fun. Eventually, when Link gets old enough, he's not going to be able to come up and down that ladder. He needs to redesign his house. How did I say that? Old people probably could climb a ladder. If his body's used to it, he doesn't stop climbing it every day. His bed. Oh, I love this little view. Imagine you're just relaxing with the sun glaring onto your face here, with like someone playing an instrument outside. The kids from outside playing, having fun. Link's probably living that luxury. Where is his bed? I guess he kind of just sleeps up here. I mean, there's a pillow, and I guess it's meant to be a pillow and stuff. And he just slips. He sleeps on the floor. No bed down here. I don't know where you sleep, Link. We'll have a look at the other houses just quickly. Jaggles. Well, Jaggle's got a big box. A volumetric box. An empty cube with the cool shader on the inside to give the illusion of like fog. Very clever way of doing it. Quite a big box, I guess, because in the event that someone was to look downwards, it needs to be big. You don't want to be able to see the bottom because you can kind of see the edges. So it needs to be that big. Massive bed space. And again, another upstairs area that I love. I love these upstairs areas, man. Oh yeah, this is where you get the shield from. Creepy dolls. Pumpkins. Love these houses, man. I think these houses are maybe because they're just more detailed than Wind Waker's. and Ocarina of Times and other houses, but they just feel so much more alive. They feel like so much more relaxed, and they feel like genuine houses. Like they're actually got all the detail. They're big as well. Back to the other. We'll check Russell's house. Yeah, nothing else to say about Russell except for where the hell does this guy sleep? Not really. I guess he sleeps on his very comfy looking sofa. Oh, a little wooden rocking horse. That's so cool. It's so cute. Oh, nice rug. This game just makes me feel really nice inside, which is strange because this game is quite dark and deaf. But I think it's because it's like nostalgia, and it's like, to me, this is the perfect Zelda game. Okay, let's have a look at the ranch real quick. Which is up here. Big open area, nothing to say. Again, we got a sun. Oh, the sun is blinding when you look at it. A lens flare as well. Nothing to say about the ranch, except what's in here? Because I don't think you really ever go in here. It's just a big empty area. It's just a copy on the other side, basically. Which makes sense. And there's nothing else to see here. The ranch is a well. Goes to nothing. Some hay. Some more hay. Some hay like we're the mailman. If you get that joke, it's a good one, wasn't it? It's a Twilight Princess joke. The spring. Where the hell did they put me? I gotta find it. There's a massive mountain here. Oh my goodness. Massive crevasse. A ravine. What's the difference between a ravine and a crevice? Do not know. Love in the fog. Oh, these springs, man. This game has such a good soundtrack. There's so many good. All the springs in this game just make me want to sleep in them. I understand why the main girl, whatever her name was, I definitely can't remember her name. No offense to you, madam, but I do not recall your name. I would just sleep here. These springs, man. These free waterfalls. Just dip your toes in this slightly deeper area where you can sort of just like do a bit of swimming, I guess. Depends how tall you are, but not me. I'm 6'2". I would still be my halfway. I'd be completely only half of my, if it even reaches my torso. But yeah, man, these are so relaxing. The water, oh, love it. I love it. Rush. Or rush. Through here, we got a little secret that we can craft when we get some rupees. Oh, and there is this area still. Oh yeah, because you gotta walk down it. So where do you enter from? It's like here, and then this is the way out, and then it goes hot, because you're rolling, and then you're into here. And interestingly, there's no bridge here because it's an object. No, but objects are being rendered because it's a different instance. If I go to a different layer, I'm guessing layer 0 is the first time we come here, and say layer 14. I have a feeling the layers is a way Twilight Princess is doing the Twilight. I have a feeling they've built a system in which, wow, look at that glow on the edge. It's basically a post-processing effect. I love the sky in this Twilight mode. Oh my god, I love how it affects the leaves. It's like a post-processing effect that they could just switch on and off whenever, and every world, every level could adapt to it. If I go to Link's house, what are the layers here? Rooms, can turn all the rooms off. Yeah, I have a feeling it is. It's exactly what I said. I think it is just a global post-processing that switches the... It doesn't turn the lighting to anything. It's messy. It's not actually changing the time of day. It's just flicking on a button that says, right, now the camera is having all these effects and not these effects. And there's got 14 of them for any situation, any day. It's a lot easier than changing colors. I mean, kind of a lot more work in some extent of making it look perfect in every environment. We'll have to keep our eyes out to check. O's house, oh, this is the training one. This is the chief with his ring. He obviously gives himself the big house, but it's like an underground lair, so we kind of let him off. He's dug it himself. We'll assume he's got a lovely cozy bed. him and his I feel like he must be married, right? Him and his wife have the table, and the wife sleeps upstairs, separate beds. You know how it is. They're having a divorce. If you didn't know, that's actually, I don't know if that's true. I don't think that's true. It's just, I don't know if he has a wife. 2 beds he must do. I don't know. He might probably is mentioned somewhere. Some NPC probably says it, or he may say it himself. Sarah's Sunrise. This is a shop. Oh, this must be Sarah. Hello? Hello? You have a... Oh, you're the one with the cat. Yes, I'm the one with the cat. Nice. Loves her cat. No dolls. Kind of creepy. No dolls. Kind of creepy. Brilliant. Cheese trap. Oh, that's cool. That's cute. That is Ordon done. Let's check out some more areas. Starting off Faron. Faron. You know that. It's in a lot of Zelda games. This is where you start your heading out on your journey. You got the old man who sells you oil with the bird, and you can steal it and then the bird attacks you. It's pretty cool. This is for later when you come back as a wolf. We'll put our layers on to see that Twilight. And yeah, I guess he vanishes because he's inside as a ghost. It's a creepy, scary man. A spirit, sorry. It's if you've never played Twilight Princess before, there's like the soul people and then the alive people. And when you're a wolf, which you can do in this game, you can become a wolf, you sort of see that you can interact with the people that are souls. I think they're in the Twilight. I think there's the idea to how to explain it. Twilight being this kind of alternate, but not really alternate world thing, I guess, because it's still here and everyone, when you're in the Twilight, you still see everyone. I guess how I would describe it is it's 2 sort of worlds overlapping. I don't know. I haven't played the game in so long. That's probably the worst explanation for it. The woods. There's not much to say about these. This is a guy. Oh, this is so cool. This is so cute. I wish they did another thing like this. It was like a potion thing. I think it was a bird, and it was like a unique shop. The shops I feel like are always so similar. It's always a person owned. But I feel like I need more like this. I think it was the bird here, and you had to put the rupees in the box, and it was just cute. I feel like we need more unique kind of shop designs. Just because I feel like it fits the world so much better. Like Twilight Princess. Oh my goodness, that's a huge tree. Twilight Princess has a wacky world, definitely. I would say the most wackiest of them all. Like it's definitely not afraid to embrace crazier ideas of what can and cannot happen in this world. Whereas Wind Waker, I'm using Wind Waker as an example because on the series we've only ever looked at Wind Waker as the other Zelda game. Wind Waker, the world still confines to a sense of realism to an extent. It's got its rules, it's got its ideas, and it sticks to them, and they're kind of similar in that you have these civilizations that are run by a race or a species or whatever, and that's kind of it. The shops are very human based. Their civilizations have evolved to be human civilizations. Like even the Koroks, they still confine to those human ideals of their shops being, there's a shopkeeper, it's just a guy. Like it's, even if it's the Korok shopkeeper, it still confines to that kind of ideal. And I think it's fun to see something different. Like you're actually kind of thinking, well, realistically a bird cannot take money, so we put a little box here. I could be wrong, there could be a shop in Wind Waker that is like that, but from what I remember, at least the Ritos, not the Ritos, is that what they're called, the bird people? I want to say Ruto, but it's Ruto the water sage from Ocarina of Time. Their names are so similar. Yeah, anyway. We're going to go into Lost Woods. Where is actually Lost Woods? Like, where is it? Oh, it's here. Okay. How big is Lost Woods in this game? Kind of big. There's no point me checking every room. I think Lost Woods in this game has... I like the soundtrack for Lost Woods in this game because of Skull Kid in this game. He's like got a bugle type thing, a weird, I don't know what it is. Oh, I love these waterfalls, man. This is so, oh my goodness, you've done such a good job, Nintendo. You always do. We're gonna look at Skyward Sword at some point. Yeah, and you can like hear him, and when it, like in time with a song, he plays it, and you get like a cool sound effect. No point me exploring the whole of Lost Woods because I'm already lost. But you come back here sort of late in the game. It's obviously the website labels them based on their location, even if you don't come here till sort of later on. This is sort of, I think, in the second half of the game, you sort of come back here. But you can, I don't know if you can come here in the first sort of half, not sure. I use the word half loosely there because I cannot remember how far into the game your first visit to Lost Woods is without spoiling a bunch of things. I guess we may as well go on. This is Sacred Grove. This is where you get the Master Sword from. Obviously not this early on in the game, but it's in order of the thing, so we're going to try and travel in order of the thing. My favorite Master Sword location, I have to say. I'm a big fan of destroyed environments. Oh, look at this effect, and you get to go into through here, and you're like in the past where it's built. Well, obviously when you go through it, you're in the past or something, and it's built, and it's like time travel. It has to be done in a Zelda game. And you get through here, and you get the Master Sword with this lovely late haze of fog with the light shining through onto it. Nintendo loved their sunbeams. I don't blame them. I love their sunbeams. Oh, my little sunbeam. It's my nan used to call me a sunbeam, like an old person. It's like I used to be like an old person thing. It's like a compliment. It's like an endearing. Oh, you little sunbeam. Obviously now I'm 25 years old. I'm no longer a sunbeam. I'm now a dark, edgy, adult beam, a moonbeam, moonlight. I don't know what I am now. Why is my voice? If my voice sounds a bit croaky, it's because I've only just woken up. Have a sip of water. Hopefully my voice sounds a bit better. But I have basically just woken up, so do forgive. The Master Sword is such high quality compared to the rest of the world in terms of texturing. Anyone else notice that? Like, it's a lot lighter as well. I guess because they want it to stand out. Oh my god, it's so pretty. So pretty. So pretty. We're not doing living. I forgot about living just until this point. Because a lot of Twilight Princess is a yes, but then a lot of it is a no, because it's like it's all, well, how do I say it? The villages are all going to be a yes. The rest of it is all going to be a no, because it's either it's basically surviving like here. It's extremely dangerous, or it's just unlivable. The Temple of Time in the past. Oh my god, I don't remember looking this pretty. Oh, maybe. Oh, wow, I really don't remember it looking this pretty. Like this has a massive post-processing effect. I can see this was like a Notre Dame type building. Oh my god, this was a proper monument when it stood up. Imagine seeing this, what it looked like from the outside when it was fully built. Like, even this is huge. Even like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdoms one isn't this big. It goes all the way to the back and even bigger. Oh, this is very clever. Very, very clever sort of effects we got going on the floor here to match the stained glass windows. And they are all the same, however. I guess all the stained glass windows are the same, so it makes sense. I guess it's implied the light's coming from above. So it would work? Question mark? Well, this is just not accurate at all. There's no stained glass window here, unless it's shining from there, in which case it would go all the way along like a cross. We're not here to judge. Obviously all the lighting is baked. It's not done in real time. It doesn't need to be. A lot of Nintendo stuff you'll find, and Nintendo barely use real-time lighting unless they have to. A lot of game developers will rarely use real-time lighting unless they have to. But it's a technique that saves on a lot of processing power. Again, the lighting doesn't match. It's coming from both sides. There's like two suns or something. Anyway. This is the cave you go into right at the start of the game. It's like kind of your first cave. You just get to go through with your lantern lighting it up. It's pretty dark. It's a cave. There's nothing fancy about it. There's 2 paths. I have nothing else to say. It's a cave. What more do you want from me? There's a little chest. Koro's house. This is the guy, Koro, the guy and the bird that's selling the lantern oil. His house. You come in here when you're a wolf. You jump in through the window and it's cool. If I go to layer... I was wondering if we could see him. Yeah, there he is. Look at him, because he's in a spirit form normally, hiding away because there's like a bug on the floor. He's like, there's a bug, there's a bug. And he's in this layer. I guess their way of doing layers is just the way to do the scenarios, perhaps. But I'm still confident about the post-processing. This is an effect. Whoa. Oh my goodness. I love the use of white. I love the big contrast between the darkness of the Twilight areas and the brightness of the transition areas. It's so clever. Moving on to Eldin. Look how far we have left. A long way. Eldin, another spring, lovely and relaxing, with a nice deep hole to dive into. That's what she said. With a secret, I believe it's a heart piece at the bottom, I want to say. But imagine living here, swimming. Oh, Death Mountain. Swimming about, having the time of your life in this, growing up as a kid, playing in this pool every day, being MALO. Hell yeah, MALO. You're my favorite. You're so cool. We're gonna get to MALO stuff later. But yeah, it's so big as well. I don't think I really mentioned it, but these cities are really big. These like areas. Destroyed house. Yeah, but I guess kind of as well. Oh, a lovely relaxing hidden spring. It kind of brings me back to my point earlier about all these worlds are either perfect and living or kind of dangerous. Kakariko in this is kind of dangerous as well. Just because they do get like raided at one point, and it happens. It reminds me of Pokemon Colosseum, mainly like the how a lot of the buildings are kind of like this. If you ever played Colosseum on the GameCube, I feel like there's like an area where the buildings are kind of like scrappy, like at the beginning, towards the beginning of the game. There's like scrapyard kind of aesthetic to it, which is kind of what we got here in Kakariko. We got this kind of, I guess, like wild westerns, like barely surviving, a lot of rundown buildings, a lot of like, yeah, scrapyard kind of aesthetic is the best way I can describe it. But love the springs. Let me just sleep up here staring at the sun all day of my life. That's a really nice lens flare. That is actually a very nice lens flare. The spider legs on it look so cool. That's brilliant. I really like that lens flare of it coming all like that, coming all over me. Hang on a minute. And then here as well. Oh, look at that, coming all over you while you're resting in the pool. Let's have a quick look at it on layer 14 and 30. Look at the skybox, man. The moon is out, Nintendo. Oh, I love how everything far away looks like it's like a 3D kind of like blur effect, like it's like you're squinting and you see double vision. I love that. I love the water. I love how prominent yellow is. The yellows, like the whites become yellow, and they really make it look so nice, dude. Did that just light turn on? Close to it. Oh, well, that must be in the game. Orb. That's cool. The game must do that. I don't know. Let's do it to save rendering. Culling, it's called. You only render what needs to be rendered, and you don't. So you turn stuff off if no one's looking at it. You don't need it. So why even bother rendering it? Why even bother have it animating if no one's going to see it? You just kind of turn the animation off as well. Just have them sort of slide along the ground if you have to have them there. Cool. Death Mountain Trail. This is sort of where the second dungeon is. You climb up here, you get to the Goron Village, get attacked by some peeps, climb up Death Mountain. It looks a lot more interesting from this viewpoint. Like wow, yeah. I was looking. When I came over, I was like, "What is this? I don't ever remember this." It's not here, whatever it is. Oh man, Nintendo and Hot Springs. Oh, Kid Icarus. Oh, love Hot Springs. In games, I've never actually been to a hot spring in real life. I'm sure I'd like it. Except for the weird ones, like, I mean, no offense to Asian cultures and Japan, but I mean, getting naked in a hot spring is like very, very weird. And it's like a thing that they all grew up doing. No offense to the culture. Every culture has their weird thing. For us Brits, it's being British, being French, it's being French. Everyone has a weird tradition. But yeah, I got nothing to say about this one. I've never noticed this before, but I'm guessing it's meant to be like a climb up thing. I don't think you ever really go in here. You ever get, what is this? It's such a weirdly designed area, like, but it has to be. What is this? It's so, yeah, it's so weird. I guess because there's a tunnel and this is kind of supposed to be in the middle to like, I don't know, Death Mountain looking great though. Turn off the rooms if I wanted to, but it doesn't give me the full aesthetic. See what Death Mountain looks like on layer 14. Oh yes, it's there. It's there. It's hit me in the right spot. It's done everything for me. Death Mountain's actually flying. I don't know if that's meant to be Death Mountain or it's just some core thing. Core memory unlocked. My goodness, there's so much left. Kakariko's graveyard. I don't have much to say about this. I don't think. So this fills up with water. I wonder if we can find if there's a layer. Hidden items. Oh, we never found. I guess someone with more time can figure out what that means. You basically blow up this rock and it fills it with water. I believe. I believe in a finger love. Anyway, enough about me. Enough about me. I don't talk about myself much. I talk about myself all the time in this channel. Like, I don't stop complaining. I don't stop being. I'm quite real. I'm a very open person, especially when it comes to mental health and stuff. I'm quite open. Yeah, love the water. Love the waterfalls, especially, man. Like sitting under this waterfall, man. Oh my goodness. If I die, I want to be reborn in Super Mario Sunshine Land. But Twilight Princess, no, Wind Waker's before Twilight Princess. I think just because Twilight Princess is so dangerous. No, we will get to. I mean, Hyrule Castle, in theory. I think the thing with. I think in terms of danger, Twilight Princess is dangerous for only the people involved, whereas I guess actually no, because Wind Waker, I was gonna say Wind Waker, they were stealing children, but they also were stealing children in Twilight Princess, so it's kind of difficult. The Hidden Valley, if you know this song, you know it's got a great song. It's just like a monster fighting area. It's like a very destroyed area of the thing full of monsters. A lot of, again, that similar aesthetic I was talking about earlier. Is this a hidden item? No. Okay. Yeah, it's just like a cool monster fighting area. It's nothing to say from me. Got nothing to say. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. This guy's flying. It's cool. Oh, what a sign. Who's this guy? He looks like a real person. Anyone speak Hylian? The sanctuary. This is inside the house in Kakariko. Basically, this is where these girls were hiding out, and there's like a secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. I've never seen Avatar. Just know the song. That's a lie. I've seen probably the first like 5-7 episodes and was like, this is kind of boring. No offense. I would like to watch it though. Yeah, it's a cool little area. Got a lot hidden around here that you would never see. I guess because when you open the door, you would see white And when you close the door, you would see maybe that. Nope, you would only see white. Nintendo. Come on, Nintendo. That's like, how many polygons you got here? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because it's not like they need to be conservative on them. They could be liberal about them. Get it as a UK politics joke. I mean, it's also just politics in general, isn't it? But, yeah, it's not much to render in here, is there? I like the torches. The flame effect I haven't really talked about. It's a very nice flame effect. I'm a big fan of flame effects. I feel like I don't talk about them enough that I should. Like I should have talked about Super Mario Sunshine's fly effect. Oh no, I couldn't because I couldn't see any because there was no objects. That's a shame. Maybe we'll do a shorter revisit episode if things change. Is this it? This is it just doing it during the day. Oh no, this is the basement. Wait, what? This is the basement. There we go. Yeah, you come back. You come here later on in the game. You read the mural and you're like, here's a statue. What does it mean? What does it mean? Oh, I can move it away. And then there's, oh my goodness, a cannon? An ancient mural's about a bird. Creepy looking birds though, aren't they? If you've played the game. It's waving at us. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Nothing to say. I'm going to kind of probably skip through a few of these. We're going to quickly speed run through these because you can see on the side, we've been going for nearly 40 minutes. I'm not even halfway. Cool looking shop. Very cool shop. Big fan of double layers in buildings because a lot of Twilight Princess has stuff that's only like accessible later on when you're a wolf. So like your wolf comes in, he gets to the top of stuff and he sees it and it's cool and it's like, big fan, big fan. Get to see buildings from a new light. This guy sells bombs. The inn. I'm in. That sounds unpractical, putting your beds behind those. Oh, it's destroyed. My mistake. I think you do come here as a wolf only. I feel like you do. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's broken apart and destroyed. Yeah, Kakariko kinda dead. Population dead. Okay, MALO Mart. Hello, MALO. We're here. What do you got for me? Nothing. Oh no. It's fine. This is not MALO's finest adventure. This is the start of MALO's grand entrepreneurial business. We have nothing here. It's a building. Lookout tower. Nice. Bomb warehouse. A lot of detail, a lot of bombs, a lot of signs that say no fire. No fire. I guess you got to remind people. Well, this seems dangerous. No fire, but this is right here. Fire. Obviously, if you can't tell what's going to happen, play the game. Abandoned house. What's with this? Oh, is this where you enter from? It's certainly abandoned. And the Goron Hall. You get to like wrestle them to enter and stuff. Switch that takes you must be down. Yeah. What is this meant to be? A bed? Oh, I guess it's like a changing room. Or like if someone's injured, like an injury room, a medical room. Cool. I like the Goron's designs in this game. I never really mentioned them. They have really rock hard nipples, like literally rock hard nipples. Their nipples are literally rocks. I guess, but no, maybe it's their hair. And it's like they have hairy nipples and their hair is just rocks. Because these are all like rocks. These are rocks where the hair would be very hairy backs, hairy legs, hairy arms. They're very human in that sense. If you look at them too long, you go insane. Lanayru. A desert. Oh, no, sorry, no. We're not there yet. This is the third area where the water temple is. My favorite water temple. Loving the lake. It's a massive lake. Oh yeah, the desert isn't Lanayru in this one. What is this part? Where am I? Outside Castle Town West. Where is that area? It's here. Okay, found it. Nope, it's this one. It's got to be this one. Yeah, it's this one. You come from here. Maybe it's not. The fact that there's faces missing so much, making me like, where the hell is it? It's up here. Well, okay, there's so much rendered. Why? wouldn't see this. This is I mean, oh, I guess you would. Yeah, sorry, remember, you would. If you come down here, you would see it. So they have to have it here. But if you go this way, it cuts you off like here, I'm pretty sure. And then it screen warps you. And then same with this way, you go this way. This is so, oh my God, there's so much we need to look at, so much we want to do, so much to talk about. Oh, I love this little Hyrule Castle. Oh my goodness, because you would look it through here. Oh, that's so cool. It's so cute. That's so cool. This little Hyrule town. And obviously the big ass castle. My favorite castle, I'd say, looks the coolest, I think. A lot of cool pillars, a lot of cool spires, a lot of cool stuff. The bridge out of the west. You come in, you fight some mobs, you come down here, you go the wrong way because you come down here, you look at the view, you're like, oh, what a view. What a view. And there's secrets as well. There's a chest. South exit. Oh, why are they making me find it? Gotta be up here. They must have had fun designing the exits, the south, east, west. Is there a north? No, maybe. Is there not a north? I guess because north is the castle. Anyway, they must have had fun designing it because you'd have to think about it. Okay, so when you leave from the north to your right, it's going to be the bridge. Stuff like that. Or when you leave from the south, should I say the right would be to yeah, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay. And again, I love a really cool, low detailed Hyrule Castle. We're loving that. We're loving it. We'll love it. Big Goron walk, gotta get destroyed, so you get the shorty cut. Lovely little pond. There's something about living, I think, in Hyrule Castle. Maybe because I've spent my whole life living in London, which just like Hyrule Castle is kind of like their big, it's like their big city, isn't it? So it's like something about it. It's like I wouldn't want to live in it because it's just too populous. I mean, I live in London, so it's like, oh, so many people. If I had the choice to live in a video game world, I wouldn't want to live in a big city equivalent. I think I would want to go for something simpler, like one of the starting villages. Interesting cloud shadows with no clouds in the sky, but I guess you can't look up because it's a fixed camera, isn't it, basically? So you get cool cool cloud shadows, and a lot of them. Looking at them from up here, I've never really noticed them before. There's a lot of them. They really look really cool though. I think they fit really well. Oh, what is must be like a, that'd be a shader, right? Oh god. I just gotta go over the layers. Oh yes, the orange sky. Red sky at night, the barns alight. The east. Why did the camera move me so far away? I'm miles away from it. The east is easy. It literally is just a cave. I guess all the scenes have a horse somewhere hiding so that they can spawn it in when they need to. That's why you have your opponent kind of just chilling in every scene that it can be in, I guess, because when the game needs it, it has to call it from somewhere. So rather than spawning it in at runtime and risking something happening, it's just always there and it will just appear. All right, Castle Town. Oh my god. Okay. I think we got a lot of overlapping. So room 1, nice. What's room 2? Room 1, room 2. What is the difference? I mean, I can see the difference, but why? Oh, because these are the districts. So this is this district where you've got your little like downstairs area down here. Got the sides over here, and then you move up to another district. We'll go district 1, which is, I guess, the castle in here. This bridge, this castle bit. This bridge, maybe. Not sure on that one. The west, assuming, if you assume that's north, the castle's north, then west district, some stuff, some tents. No, maybe not this bit. This side? Okay, I'm a bit confused. I think it is this side. It just doesn't look right. Hello. Goats. Room 3 we looked at, and then finally room 4. This side, I guess? Interesting. It's fascinating. Oh right, Zora's River. I love the Zoras in this game. I think the Zoras have a very, very relaxing area, and this is so cool. Like flying through this and going through this to get to and from the river. I don't know, a lot of people don't like it, but I really like it. Obviously, once you unlock the warp points, things become easier. But it's, I guess, because it's backtracking and there's quite a bit of it. But I think it fits really well to show you just how far away the Zora actually live in relation to the rest of Hyrule. Well, not even in that far away, but like to get to it, to tuck to it. Oh, that's gonna be such a dead meme by the time this comes out as well. Zora's Domain, my favorite Zora's Domain. Love the waterfalls, man. I could talk about waterfalls for hours. Just stare at them, inside them. Massive waterfalls. I love the river. I just love I think swimming in this game is not bad, actually, I'd have to say. I like the fact that it actually has swimming. Like, kind of properly, I guess. Not really, but it is there. I love the Zora's Domain, man. This little pond here, I mean, it's quite deep. I say, sitting in this. It's got a current, but you could like sit around this edge, dip your feet in, kick your feet about. So nice. We're getting some more texture glitching. I'm not sure why. Let's have a look and see what we're dealing with in terms of rooms. I guess because this is a more this is the actual rendered version, and then there's a. If I turn it off, this is yeah, the less detailed version for when you're down here. Still looks really cool, and looks even better if we turn this on and go into Twilight view. Oh, the water's gone, but it looks great. Oh my god, why is it so deeper suddenly? Was it always? I don't know. I don't know, man. There's the water. Oh, it reminds me of Banjo-Tooie, the aquatic, what's it called? Jolly Roger's Bay? I don't know, like this area specifically, I guess. Jolly Roger's Bay is one of my favorite water levels. And actually, I say that, it sucks, but it's like, in terms of design and looks wise, like level design and stuff, that's my favorite. Hey, Kylia. Where the hell is it? Where have you put me? Oh, over here. Lake Hylia is so good in this as well. It's so big, it's so expansive. You have one of a lot of people's favorite things and characters, which is this guy, this shop, who sadly isn't here, but it's like a mini game where you get launched to the top and you got to fly onto his moving platforms. And you get like money and stuff. And you get a reward and stuff. It's so cool. It's so expansive. Over here, you get this bit of a secret for later. Get access to the desert. The underground bit as well. There's a lot. It's truly quite expansive. This lake. There's a lot to do. A lot to just swim around it. I guess swimming is kind of slow in this game now that I think about it. So I guess swimming sucks. But yeah, man, it's just such a relaxing lake. I feel like this guy's got such a nice little business, like a little niche business. I don't remember this. Oh, is this the spring? This is the entrance to the spring. The Lanayru Spring. Oh my goodness, I love the springs. Snakes. The springs, the roof, the pen to the king. Where's my girl? I actually quite like that song. Controversial opinion. I know, it's actually a good song. A lot of people, yeah, the hate is just forced, really, isn't it? Let's go into our layer of death. Oh my goodness. You've done it again, Nintendo. Oh, I love everything. It's not true, I don't love everything in this world. I love what I'm looking at. Me when I look at your mother. Well, I'm quite tired. Oh god. Yeah, what am I saying? Talk about your mother. Yeah, oh, it's just like this. Looking at this effect has just relaxed my entire body for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know how. But it just makes me want to just lay in there with this effect going on. And a giant snake serpent goddess just kind of kills me. Well, not kills me, but whatever. Upper Zora River. Who are you? I remember you. Are you related to the guy at the beginning? Probably. I actually don't remember. Not much to say. This is the Upper Zora River. There's a walk bit to get back to the main bit. There's a dead end bit that you'll never go to because there's nothing there. I think this is a fishing mini game. Yep. And then there's this woman. Cool. Very cool. Very poggers. And there's oh look at that. It's the sage symbol, or the water one, I think. Takes you to Zora's fishing pond. Here we go. The fishing mini game. Oh my god, there's a rainbow. You're in a boat for this one, aren't you? And you're like going around. I think is it this one that you're in a boat? Look at the reflections. Have we had, I guess we've never had a body of water that had to be deep enough to the point where you'd have to sort of give it those reflections. That makes sense. It makes sense in my mind. Like, the water's always been kind of shallow. So I guess the reflections are never really strong enough. Is that how reflections work? Am I an idiot? Probably. Also, I don't know. I do not know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a reflectionist. I don't reflect on anything I do. I just do it. Pizza Hut. I love that. Okay, let's talk about the Pizza Huts because we got one here. I love their design. They look so cool in this game. Nothing else needs to be said. Castletown sewers. I think this is very at the beginning of the game. I'm not going to worry too. It's as cool as it looks. There's various different sections. It's split into chunks, interestingly. It's the same map, it's just you're teleporting around by the looks of it, which is cool. This is Zelda's room. Oh, spoilers. I mean, it's right at the beginning of the game. Come on. Where she's waiting. She's waiting for you. Yeah, it looks cool. I like the fact that it gives the illusion of how you're extremely high up. Like very, very high up. I think I really like that. Like you're kind of in layer of the clouds. Just to show you how big Hyrule Castle is. And you get to run on these roof bits. These are so cool. It's such a nice touch. The secret passage and the bar. I love a good bar in a video game. Milk bar's the best, but... yeah. What do I say here? You look like a Xenoblade character. You look like a Xenoblade character. You need to cut down on smoking. Nice Triforce. Yeah, it's just the bar, isn't it? Where's the secret passage? Here it is. Whoa. Oh my goodness, look at this, a cool effect. This is a cool effect. This is a cool effect. Boy, and there we go. We're here. It's huge. I don't remember it being this big. Oh my god, it's even bigger than I thought. The sewers of, I guess it's technically part of like the sewers, isn't it? It's meant to be like the underground Hyrule Castle. What are destroyed pillars? Clearly this was built for some reason. Like it's not like a sewer, it's actually built up, held up by pillars. Why am I looking at every single one? These are all going to be shops. Oh, that's so cute. Because I guess it's the brother, the sister. And then I guess someone and someone and someone. I don't know. Mother and father, daughters, I don't know. You get to see outside into the lovely rainbow. Like nothing here is not bad. You're away from all the danger. Got a fish tank. Impa's house. Not to be confused with Impa. Cool. Nice photo. Here we go. MALO, entrepreneurial. You've done it. You've set up your Gucci empire. Pope Francis is here. He's blessed it. Some woman who's nearly got her tits hanging out. Galileo or someone. And someone with a pot. And probably looks like Blood Palace. I don't know. It's just the first palace that came to my mind. Yeah, great music, fantastic music. You're probably listening to it now because obviously I like to try and match the music with the area we're in, if I'm not, if possible, or if it's just too painful because it's like going from there to there to there to the houses. It's like, yeah, I can't bother. But MALO MART, I love it. You got the people dancing. Sadly, we can't see them. Let's try and find them if they're on a different layer. Oh my goodness, that's what we want. This is it. Now Pope Francis is dripping with the MALO. Hell yes. I guess there's the shop before MALO bought it. Oh my goodness, that's a really high definition sign compared to the rest of the signs. So sale, I'm guessing it's meant to say, like, get rid of that. It must go. We're selling MALO stuff. God, look at the camera, man. Who took that picture? Just looking up in fear, like he's just seen the girl been taken away. Let's check the other layers. Someone actually have a look at the whole room. Trying to find the one with the dancers if possible. No, damn it. Is there a hidden item? Nah, damn it. There's people dancing normally. Vanity's Palace, Palancia. Very cool. What is actually? Palace. It's just a cool looking voodoo room. Extremely detailed, like every room in this game. Really well fits the character. Nothing to say. Nothing to say. Medical clinic, I got nothing to say. It's a medical clinic with a lot of weird things. Newts and teeth and things and things and things and things. It's a thing, you know? Do you get it what I'm saying? I'm in the rap section of the episode. It's the episode. It's the episode. We're gonna go to Agatha's castle. She's got all the bugs. It's a bit of a thug, but I would still smash her. Actually, yeah. She's a child. She's like 13. Hang on a minute. I've just remembered she's like a child. I like Agatha's side quest. I mentioned this in the Super Mario Sunshine episode. That a lot of people don't like the purple coins, but I'm actually kind of a big fan of that type of collection idea of just having this collectible that's like, it's like a side collectible. It's not required. It's optional. Agatha's is the bugs, and she has a palace. It's a castle. Jesus Christ! Of course, it's a castle. She loves bugs, and when you get them, you get to see them in the room. It's so cute. But this effect, man, I forgot she had this awful weird effect on her in her whole room. I want to see what it looks like in... Oh, yes. Agatha isn't built for the lighting, but the rest of them are. Yeah, I really like this room. She's probably from a rich family. It's probably some lore about that that's mentioned. That's why she's got this room. I really like that they put her in Hyrule Warriors as well. It was a nice touch, because she deserved it. She deserves better. A lot of people don't like her quests. Goron shop, dude. You know you're allowed to stall, right? Cool. I don't think he heard me. This is the Poe guy. There's Poe souls in this, and he's really cool. He's been cursed, and you need to get Poe souls to free him from his curse. What is this? Is this where he sits? This must be where he sits. But yeah, he's cool. You got to free him from his curse, get the Poe souls, and as he does, he becomes more like less and less gold, and you get rewards. And he's because he was like super greedy, so he turned into like Midas and touched himself or something. I don't think he turned into Midas, but it's like that idea. He turned to gold because of his greed. Pretty sure. Star 10. This is a mini game where you got to like collect everything, with a hook shot and a double hook shot. Can't find the guy that runs it. Here's the entrance, so he must be around here. Nope. Okay. No, okay. Okay. How much we got left? We got the dungeons. Okay, we can probably keep going. Because we want to get to... We could definitely keep going. Gerudo Desert. I'm a big fan of deserts. I love Arbiter's Grounds. I love this desert, man. One of my favorites. I just think deserts are so cool. And part of the reason this desert is so cool is because of this thing. This is the coolest... no, I won't say it's the coolest dungeon. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite dungeon. We'll get to that. But it's so cool. this massive giant Colosseum in the background that was like such rich history to it. This is why I love Twilight Princess. The dungeons, like all these things about it, there's a massive world. There's a giant epic adventure. The bosses are like giant creatures. Is there? Yeah, they are pretty much all like. Sorry, I'm having a drink. Giant creatures, and I love it. It's a truly epic adventure. It's like a proper battle, like life or death. Link has to save Zelda. Link has to defeat these creatures. I hope the Zelda movie is like Twilight Princess. I hope we have these epic bosses. No offense, I would love a proper like Shadow Link 1v1 to let the animators create this masterful choreography. But I also want Link fighting the boss of the Arbiter's Grounds, whose name I cannot remember, because like, oh my god, there's so much you could do. Zelda brings so much creative liberty. If you were to make a Zelda movie, you could make the coolest fights imaginable. If you just use the bosses that have already been made, you could turn them into an animated masterpiece. And I stand by it. I couldn't, because I'm not talented and I'm a failure at everything I do, but I stand by that. If you've seen the boss of this, imagine an animated 3D, like really well done, like fight against the boss for the grounds. That's all I'm saying. What's the beta room? Wow, very, very different. Like literally nothing here, completely different textures. The lighting's not done. I'm guessing they needed to have this done to test something. Maybe to test the sand rather than make the whole room. I don't know. Gerudo Desert. That's the different. Wrong game. Yeah, it's a big desert. It's pretty cool. I think it's kind of lame, I think, isn't it? Because you have to. Isn't this one where you have to sniff it? No, that's the Snowpeak. Maybe it's something similar. I can't remember. Having to say mirror chamber, where the mirror is, and that's the portal to the Twilight area. We're at the top of the Arbiter's Grounds. We've climbed up the outside. We've defeated the boss that's protecting it. We're inside. We're doing this big walk around to get into the mirror chamber, where we must find the pieces of the mirror of Twilight. Oh, Zelda does this all the time, and I love it. You have your first 3 dungeons, or your however many, and then the quest changes. It happens in Wind Waker. You gotta now get the sages. Happens in this. You gotta now get the mirror pieces. Happens in Ocarina of Time. You now need to get the sages. Happens in I think it happens in Majora's Mask. I'm trying to think of any other Zelda game. Does it happen in Skyward Sword? It does happen in Skyward Sword. What happens in Skyward Sword? I played through the game like 2 years ago on this channel. You can check it out. I love that anyway. I love that idea. I love it. Because it makes sense. Your quest isn't done. You've got the first 3 things you think. You've got Midna her helmet pieces or whatever it is she needs for whatever reason. But then you come here and the mirror is broken. Love it. Oh my god. Oh, speaking of love, kill me now. I love Snowpeak. I love it, man. I'm a big fan of snowy areas, and we're coming to Christmas, man. My Instagram feed and YouTube Shorts feed is full of those like happy couples dancing to Snowman by Sia. And basically is Snowman by Sia. It's a great song. I love the song, but holy shit, does it make me want to kill myself? It's just so depressing. I'm just like, oh my god. Another Christmas alone. Oh yeah. Oh god, it's like, damn. Thank you for reminding me. I love Snowpeak though. Absolutely love it. I love the snowboarding. I love the characters. Yetta and Bubba something. Oh, I love this, man. This is so cool. I really hope we get... Oh, just turn Twilight Princess into the movie, man. Don't make an original story. Just make Twilight Princess the movie. And then here is my favorite dungeon in the game. Oh, yes. And my favorite... I think my favorite boss. I have a story to tell about Snowpeak. This is a Poe, by the way. We never saw them yet. When this game came out, I was playing for it. Well, I say playing for it. Me and my brother were playing for it together. I think me and my siblings, and me, my brother and my sister, were all playing it for it together kind of thing. I was mainly watching. And I am going to kind of skip to Snowpeak Ruins here to continue telling this story. There was a time sort of around December time when we were actually up to here. It was like December, but we were playing it on a Sunday, and then we got to somewhere, I think in Snowpeak, and we had to stop. We had to go to bed. We had school tomorrow. We were like, well, the game came out in like 2006, I want to say 2007, so I would have been like 7. My older siblings are like 2 years apart from me, so it's like they would have been 10 and 12, so we had to go to school basically, or even we would have been younger, because I think yeah maybe, I don't know, but we had to stop, and then we go tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, we wake up and we see it's snowing outside. It's just completely snowing. Like the whole of the UK is covered in snow. Obviously, I'm a young child. I'm so excited for snow. But little did I know, we would drive to school, and then they would tell us the school's closed. Too much snow. Teachers can't get in. School's closed. It's too dangerous. This is the UK. We're not prepared for snow. We love snow over here. Well, I do. I love snow. I remember me and my brother cheering so much. We got home, we ran into my brother's room, we turned on the Wii, and we continued playing Snowpeak Ruins while it was snowing outside. We did go play out in the snow eventually, but that is one of the most magical memories I've got of my life. It was just amazing. It was like we were in the warm, and it was snow outside. It's like that hot chocolate, like you're having your hot chocolate in the like warm area. It's just like, oh, well, I don't think I was having hot chocolate, but you get the idea. It's like the contrast of the so cold outside, where you're in the warm inside, and you're just playing. Time doesn't exist. You're just playing through a magical game. For me, this is that moment. At least it's the moment I remember the most. Every time I think of this game, I think of that moment. It was so fun, so magical. I haven't been speaking about the place much because I don't think there's much to speak about. It's a dungeon. I have said this is my favorite boss. I think the kind of plot twist of they have the mirror, and the mirror is like turned her evil, is so nice, and it's such a touching story, and it's kind of creepy, and she has a great boss theme as well. Her room I've never really had a look at. It's kind of destroyed, but I guess because the mirror's like taken her over and stuff, and the father's really worried, and at the end of it the father runs in and they hug, and then a bunch of hearts appear, and it's so sweet. And then they dance to Snowman by Sia, and any single man watching really makes them like depressed and stuff. I'm joking about the Sia part, of course, not joking about the Sia part actually. Dark Hammer is the mini boss. It's just a kind of a very tight arena that I actually really like. I like the fact that it's really small, kind of claustrophobic, and I really like that. I like that. Yeah, I think my favorite part about this is that it is like it's just a house. This dungeon is just kind of like a house. Granted, it's like clearly it used to be like some sort of fortress because it's full of armors and cannons and weapons and stuff. The beta arena. Interesting. These have not been. There's crystals like this in the game? Like the activation crystals? I don't know actually. This is a good point. Okay, we're going to quickly speed run through the dungeons because that's basically where we're at. The Forest Temple, your first dungeon. You got to free the monkeys, and then you get to jump them across the like bridges. I would have to go in and out to turn off every single. Now's my time to test the layers actually. I was hella correct about the layers. This is just a post-processing thread that's put on over them. Give me Snowpeak again, hang on. Oh yeah, looks so nice, doesn't it? Because you wouldn't get these in the dungeons. I don't think you can go to the dungeons during Twilight. Anyway, yes. Sorry, yes, Forest Temple. It's cool. First temple, a great first temple, I'd say. Not too hard, not too challenging. Nice fun puzzles. You get a really cool item at the beginning. The Gale Boomerang. Or as we gamers always, well, I say gamers, me and my brother. Oh, I think it was just kind of a meme. I think we called it the gay old boomerang. It's Gale Boomerang, but it's actually the Gale Boomerang. Yeah. You got the boss room, the Diababa. Massive boss. Like, if you've played the game, you know that the boss arenas are huge because the bosses are colossal. And that's what I want in a Zelda game. I'm going to keep going back to this, Nintendo. Bring me a Zelda game where the bosses are like 1,000,000 times Link's size. Give me Shadow of the Colossus type vibes. I never finished Shadow of the Colossus. I really should. I might do it on the channel, maybe. The mini boss arena, kind of cool. Pretty simple. A lot of nice, cool lens light going in. The second dungeon, the Goron Mines. I like this because it's different. Cool lava effect. It's very like alive and wobbly. Oh, and these come up. That's so cool. What was I going to say? This dungeon doesn't have a boss key. You have 3 keys you need to get, and then they combine into the boss key, and it's so cool. One thing I will say that sucks though, you get the magnet boots before coming here. They're so slow. Walking on like magnet tiles sucks. That's one of the biggest complaints I'd say with Twilight Princess is you don't have to use them often, but when you do, yeah, it sucks. And again, another large arena. It's dark because the boss is on fire and he lights up the room. Pretty cool, I must say. I like this guy. He's cool. He's a giant guy. Not as giant as some of the other bosses. This is cool. Basically a big Goron kind of like sumo battle thing. You throw him into the lava. Looks so cool. This is like a proper arena. You'd think this would be the boss arena and the other one would be the mini boss arena. Nah, this is the mini boss. Yeah, it's cool. I think that as a second dungeon, it does really well. Lakebed Temple. A lot of people don't like Lakebed Temple. I, for one, really like Lakebed Temple because of the water. I think it's cool. I think it's got a really cool mechanic and idea in it of you pull these and it like rotates this bridge and then you kind of like flow the water down certain ways that activate certain things like spinning wheels that allow you to get through or like activate part of puzzles. And the boss area is literally right here this whole time. Or yeah, I think it's that one there. Or this one. No, that's just. But yeah, you get the idea. And I love the water flowing. The effect of the water flowing down the stairs looks so cool. That the water flowing, we can't see it annoyingly. And I can check other layers, whoops. But I don't think we'll be able to see it. Get that, yeah. Yes, but the water flowing like down the stairs looks so nice. And I think this as a is just cool. More feel the boss room. Oh, again, giant massive room for a giant massive boss. Oh, yes. Nothing I like more than the David and Goliath kind of story of this tiny little guy taking out a massive monster. But obviously David and Goliath, kind of lame. It's not as cool. He doesn't have a cool little master sword and stuff. Mini boss room. Nothing to say. It's kind of just your simple, typical battle arena of a circle. You're in water though, like a nice little puddle of water. Star-Lord, that's the boss of the Arbiter's Grounds. Arbiter's Grounds, as a dungeon, I'd say it's pretty cool. It's like your spirit dungeon, spirit temple type of thing, because it's like that theme of desert, I guess, really. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about it. I don't remember much about it, if I'm afraid to say. Yeah, I don't really remember a lot. But that's fine because the boss is so worth it that the boss just reminds me of it all. Again, look at this battle arena, and this is the first half of the arena. You saw underneath is the second half of the arena. So cool, so cool. Man, where's the time gone? You know, like. Life just comes at you quick and you end up missing all these memories and like it's like I think that's why I still really enjoy playing Minecraft. I think it's the game that I have the most emotional attachment to, and it's just the game that I can always go back to and know it's going to be unique. It's going to create new memories for me, and maybe say in 20 years time, another 20 years when I'm 45, if I'm alive. You never know, I could get hit by a car later today. Yeah, I think I may have memories of me playing Minecraft from today, or say me doing the series. There's also the Mods to the Sky series. I may have memories of me doing that and thinking, damn, I was happier then. But then I look at myself now and I think, oh, maybe I was happier when I was 9 years in 2009 when Minecraft first came out and I was playing it. You get that idea of what I'm trying to say, I hope. The thing is, we use these memories of saying, oh, we're happy now, or we were happier back then, but really, in say 10 years from now, I'm going to be saying, oh, I was happier 10 years ago, and then in 10 years after that, I'm going to be saying, oh, I was happier 10 years ago. It's a cycle. And who's to say where you will be in 10 years? Who's to say where I'll be in 5? Who's to say where I'll be next year? We're coming to the end of 2024. Who's to say anything? It's hard. That's all I'll say. It's not easy. Mini boss room. I believe it's less like a giant. It's a death. What do they call him? Death sword. It's just like a giant guy in knight armor, I'm pretty sure. Snowpeak, we've looked at the Temple of Time. A really cool dungeon, I think. Kind of sucks in the sense that you have an item that is kind of useless outside of the dungeon. The Dominion Rod allows you to take control of like these statues you see here and control them. Kind of useless outside the dungeon, but I think it's a fun dungeon. You've got this. Where's the main center room? I started in it, didn't I? No. Where's that main room? Oh, here. Interesting. Yeah, it's like a lift room, and you get to go up and down. Oh, wow, what the hell? Oh, because they're overlapping. I see. It's like a lift room. And you go, there's like a lift that goes up and down, and you get to pick layers and stuff, and you got to move stuff in. It's very similar to Temple of the Gods, I'd say, from Wind Waker. Oh, giant spider. If you've got arachnophobia, man. Don't know what to tell you. Where's this? Oh, there's normally statues here that you have to use to like crush him. So cool. I bet if they're gonna have any boss, it'll be him in the Zelda movie. Dark Nut. You all know what Dark Nut is. Is this guy right here? Really cool arena for just a Dark Nut. I guess it's meant to symbolize his strength. This is his arena. This is his battle. Like, him alone is enough in this room that could fit an army. He alone is enough. Pretty cool. City in the Sky. I'm not too keen on this as a dungeon. I love the starting area where you get this lovely pool of water because it's water. Here's a shop. I've just flown into on accident because it's just sitting there. Actually, City in the Sky has got another boss that I think could be in the Zelda movie. Yeah, I think it sucks because there's so many bits to fall off and just cry, and I think the double hook shot that you get, while I understand its importance as an item and as a level design tool that allows you to for future dungeons after this to have a lot more complex puzzles, I think I hate using it. I don't know. I need to replay through Twilight Princess. I really want the HD version, and I'll play through it on my channel. I'd give it a playthrough again on my channel, maybe if I still have this channel by the time the HD version releases. I think it's a clever concept though. I think the City in the Sky is a really cool touch because you have these birds throughout the whole game, and then suddenly they're like, yeah, you've got to come to our planet, well, not our planet, our city in the sky. And you just realize that there's this whole city in the sky above Hyrule, down below, this whole time. It's really cool. Again, a boss that has another massive arena. Link is tiny, by the way. Link's like head is like the size of this. Or if it's like smaller than this. Link's probably like this high. So look how high they go. The giant dragon. It's so cool. Aerial Falls. Oh, I remember them. I do remember them. I was trying to remember them. It's like the flying things, the lizard things that fly. I remember them. Palace of Twilight. I love the Palace of Twilight because it's got the sexy skybox and sexy shader from the Twilight. If you've never played Twilight Princess before, I should explain that there are two kind of major villains. Or you've got Ganon, and then you have Zant. Zant is described throughout this whole game as being this mysterious like villain that's like taken over Twilight. I think he's become like the Prince of Twilight from like took over from Midna or like kicked her out or something like that. I can't remember. And then this is him. This is where you're going to take him down. You're in his dungeon. You're in the Palace of Twilight. You get to the throne room. And he's like this well, not murderous. I don't think he's in the throne room. But he's like this guy that's so intimidating. He's got such a cool design. And I really love that they brought him back in Hyrule Warriors again. Yes. Good job, Nintendo. Anyway. Phantom Zant Arena, I believe, is the mini boss. You fight a bunch of Phantom Zants. And you got to get these things and you got to bring them to certain places. And then Zant, the boss himself. He is so cool. In that he basically is all the other bosses. So like this is his starting room, the throne room, I guess. It is the throne room. I thought you met him in the throne room. And then you go to like this room and he's this boss. And then you go to this room and he's this boss, the mini boss. Then he's this one. I guess this is meant to be the skeleton. And then here's this one. And then here's this one. The Blizzara boss from Thingy. And he's got the coolest theme in existence. And then he's in here. He's at Hyrule Castle. I didn't remember him going to Hyrule Castle, but... Crikey, I'm doing so much talking, my throat's getting a bit dry. Right, I need to set my alarm for tomorrow. I just remembered I've got to be up really early tomorrow. Annoyingly, got to set my alarm for 6:30. So professional. I don't like professionalism, honestly. I think it's so fake. Like, not fake, but I would rather just be myself. I would rather not be like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, you could probably tell by the way I do things. We're getting to the end. Hyrule Castle. The final area. This is just the outside bit. There's nothing behind here, I don't think. And then you go in there. Oh. I do not remember this at all. But I guess you do have to kind of go around the garden and sneak in. Go up here. Maybe I do remember it and I'm just an idiot. Oh, there's a chest up there. It's pretty cool. I really like this Hyrule Castle. Like I said, it's really high up. It's really imposing. It's a proper castle. I think Wind Waker's castle is just as cool there. The throne room where Ganondorf awaits. And Zelda, where you fight my favorite. I think this might be my favorite Beast Ganon Puppet Zelda fight is so cool. The sky. Oh, that. So cool. The horseback, you fight him on horseback. This whole time you've had a few horseback battles, and I love the fact that you fight him on horseback. You're fighting him human to human. The most human way to fight is on horseback. Humans have been doing it for centuries. They've just, even today, horsebacks are just cars. Oh, excuse me. Then you fight the Dark Lord himself in an arena. I can't see where the arena is because the effect isn't loaded, but it's like a fancy ring, and then you get to fight him one-on-one sword fighting, mano-y-mano. Such a cool final fight. Ice grottos. We're not going to care too much about these mini dungeon areas because time is coming up to an end on my life. As I watch a happy couple dance to a Christmas song. Cave of Ordeals. There's always one of these, isn't there? Like a Cave of Ordeals. Oh my god, but they're actually rooms. Like, you actually just jump from room to room. Really? Was it always like I never noticed? Pretty cool. So it's actually just, that's such a cool way. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. But yeah, I guess, well, when you're only rendering what needs to be rendered. So it doesn't really matter. And then at the end, your reward, a tiny little lake. I think there's a heart piece in there. Kakariko Canyon. It's a dark room. I like that about Twilight Princess, how dark it is though. I like that the lantern's an item that they give you really early on because it needs to be. Again, another dark room where you want the lantern. It's huge. I don't remember being this big. Some pose. A lot of stuff. We'll just quickly check the stock cave. Nice, cool. Grottos, let's just check some of them. Oh, yeah, I'd sleep there. I'd sleep there. I'd sleep there. Maybe not there. Maybe not there. The title screen, I love that the title screen is actually a thing, and there's like the way to control it, isn't there? There's a bug that people found to just bring your character in. Like, I don't know how they did it. I think it was a Taz thing, I'm not sure. Speedrunners or something did it. But yeah, it has to be an actual scene, doesn't it? Because it's a cutscene. It's an in-game cutscene. The King Boblin fight on top of the bridge, when you're facing him on horseback and you're running across, slashing him like a showdown in like a wild western. Not really like a draw, but like a, I guess kind of like a joust. That's the one, a joust. So cool. You still got the cool clouds kind of going over the map. The sun is setting. Looks kind of Twilight, like the wolf howling cutscene map. Basically, there's a bunch of skills you can learn, like songs you have to learn. You have to howl to the wolf. And you get to see the whole map as you do, depending on different views, depending on where you found it. So this one, got like 110, you get to see the views, you get to see the Arbiter's Ground, you get to see Snowpeak, you get to see the forest from the start, you get to see the Death Mountain, you get to see the castle. Crikey. My throat is getting to its limit. There's only so much talking one man can do. I think I talk more than most people. I like talking. Obviously, you can't see Lakebed because it's underwater. And Temple of Time is kind of underground. Well, it's also in the past. And the cutscene of the Hyrule Throne Room, really, really bright. I'm guessing the lighting's incorrect. What's with her tongue, man? What did that tongue do, though? You want to tell me? What about you? What's your tongue do? They're mermaids. They're like Zora people. But that is it. Twilight Princess. Hope I sped up at the end, but hopefully you all kind of understood my points and what I'm trying to say. I'm going to go back to Snowpeak Mountain. We always ended on our favourite location. Or at least we do now. It's a new thing. I mean, we've only done 4 of these? 4 of these? This is episode 4. Oh my goodness. Where's the oh, it's got to go down the mountain, don't I? Oh, I never really fully explored the whole of the mountain, really, because I forgot there's this like bit where you're following a bunch of scents. You're following like the scent of the things. I didn't really think it was this one map, but it makes sense. Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know any other things you want to do. I've got a list you want to do. Let me know other series you have in mind that you want me to look at. I've got a few in a list already, so we'll get through those. But maybe if you might be able to jump the list. We'll see. Can't promise anything. Yeah. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm still to stretch. Oh God. Hopefully my professionalism came through as per usual. Hope you're all doing okay. Hope you're all doing well. Hope everyone's doing good. Keep going. That's all I can say. Maybe I'm saying it to myself. Who can know? You're not my therapist. You're not my therapist. Yeah. Nintendo, come on, man. Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD on the Switch, please. I know you're waiting for like a blank period between a mainline Zelda game. They're like you did with Skyward Sword HD. I know it. We all know it. You can't trick us. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. If you stuck through to the end of this hour-and-a-half long thing, thank you. If you left after 5 minutes, thank you. Still a view. A view's a view. I appreciate everyone. Thank you again. I've said it multiple times today because I'm so awkward at ending things. I never say bye. An ex of mine was like, you don't say bye. I don't say bye because I feel like bye is quite personal. Like bye, it's like Japan have like sayonara, which is like bye, I'm not going to see you again ever. I feel like bye is like that to me as well. That's the way I kind of see bye. So I just go like, see ya, like see you later, or see you again. Anyway, that's a weird tangent. If you know the channel, you know we've done a lot of those. Thank you everyone again. Goodbye. Not goodbye, because bye, I mean goodbye I guess is like good night, and I say goodbye because I think it's very formal, but bye on its own, yeah, I guess goodbye is acceptable. Goodbye, yeah, goodbye. Thank you again, goodbye.